Bear with me for 1 second, Israel. Just gonna check and see if everything is to wild with the broadcast. All right, we're good to go. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the amazing, commanding General Yohana. You understand, the ISUPK is the home of the truth. We have been the home of the truth since 1969, and we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite groups. You know what I'm saying? If you are not in the ISUPK, you are not in the truth. Today is Saturday, which means it is the Sabbath. This is the Saturday ISUPK, Houston, Galveston, Port Arthur, and Beaumont Sabbath service. Man, let's get a load of half of that, man. Because here, every week, we dive into our culture, our true culture, as God's uh, true chosen people. You know what I'm saying? The children of God, the Israelites, the Bible speaks of. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans keep the one of the 10 Commandments in the Bible, and that is to remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. You know what I'm saying? Today we are not supposed to be slaving. We're not supposed to be making people work for us. You know what I'm saying? If we can, we're supposed to be resting. This is a day to, do what we want to do. And what we want to do in ISPK is study our history, man. Study these scriptures, and that's what we do. So every Saturday we get into the Bible. We read the Bible in our native tongue, man, the Hebrew. So we read it in the Hebrew, and then we read it in the English, and then we break it down, man, every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So without any further ado, let's get it cracking, man. We're going to get into these prayers, and we're going to get Sabbath rolling. So with that, I'm Madim. We're going to call the first reader up. State your name and registry. Malakia, Banyahawada, Banyashala. Yahabashim Yahshabrakatah.
Lashala.
Layashala. Just slap that water. I got the scroll. Unless you don't need no water. Okay, for sure. We're gonna turn and face east and get into these prayers, man. Sar, which means to turn. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa,
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash,
Kadash.
Hayah,
Hayah.
Shemka,
Shemka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Malakwaka,
Malachutah.
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah.
Ratazaika,
Zaika.
Hayah,
Hayah.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Ba'arataza,
Barataza.
Kawa,
Kawa.
Hayah,
Hayah.
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim.
Nathan Lanawa,
Thunanawa.
Lacham,
Lacham.
Call. Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak now.
Wasalak now.
Kabwath now.
Kawat now.
Kasalak now.
Kasalak now.
Kabwathi now.
Kawat now.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Taba'aya now.
Taba'ai now.
Banasayawan.
Banasai one.
Abal.
Ball.
Hawashai now.
Shai now.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Brai.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Ka.
Hamalakwath.
Malakwa.
Wahala.
Wa'ala.
Wahata Parath.
Wata para.
La'awalamium.
La'awalami.
Aman.
Aman.
In the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
who art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come.
kingdom come.
Thy will be done
Thy will be done.
in earth as it is in heaven.
In earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
and forgive us our debts
And forgive us our debts.
as we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation.
but deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
by Hashem Yahweh Shai,
Babu Kashah,
Babu Kashah,
Lathan Lanawa,
Son of Now,
Hakak,
Cha,
Hakak,
Cha,
La Rapa'ah,
Rafa'ah,
Call Makala,
Ka Makala,
Wakal Marawa,
Ka Madawa,
Hakak,
Haka,
La Tahar,
Atahar,
Ha Matazarayim,
Hamasarayim,
Hakak,
Haka,
La Hakwayam,
Lahapuyam,
Hamathiam,
Hamathiam,
Hakak,
Haka,
Al Rakawath,
Arakawath,
Hatama Allah,
Atama Allah,
the Garashan,
Nagarashan,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
by Hashem Yahweh Shai,
the Wada Aman,
Wada Aman,
in the English. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
please give us the power
please give us the
power to heal all manner of sickness
power to heal all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to raise the dead,
the power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean spirits,
the power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out,
to cast them out,
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel. Prayer in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
by Hashem Yahweh Shai,
Barak Lanawa,
Barak Lanawa,
Wa Yasha'Allah,
Bayasharallah,
Waha,
Waha,
Bayath Saparium,
Bayasaparium,
Barak,
Barak,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
by Hashem Yahweh Shai,
the water,
the water,
Aman,
Aman,
in the English. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
bless us
bless us,
and Israel
and Israel,
and the school,
and the school,
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al Haharium,
Al-Haharium,
Ma'ayan,
Mayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Izariah,
Isariah,
Izariah,
Isariah,
Ma'aim,
Ma'an,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Wa Aratazah,
Wa'aratazah,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Galka,
Al Yanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamaraka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'ah,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Anawam,
Wa La'ah,
Wala'a,
Yayishan,
Ayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyanka,
Namyanka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah Yakayaka,
Ayakayaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Bala Yala,
Walayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makal Rai,
Kal Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afna Pashka,
Athna Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar Taza'afka,
Yashamar Tazar Athna,
Wabawa Aka,
Bawaka,
Ma'aitha,
Ma'aitha,
Wa'id Awalam.
Rad Amalom.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills,
I lift up mine eyes unto the hills,
from whence cometh my help.
from whence cometh my help.
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help comes from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
who made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
he that keepeth Yasharallah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in,
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim,
Allahayim,
all Damiyalaka,
all Daminalaka,
all Sakarash,
all Thakarash,
wa all
all
Tashakwat,
Ashakwat,
all
all
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
all Wayabika,
all Yabika,
Yahama Yawan,
Hama Yawan,
wa Mashanayaka,
Mashanayaka,
Sha'awa,
Sha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Anika,
Al-Anyaka,
Ya'ira Yamwad,
Ira Yamwad,
Sawad,
Sawad,
Wayata Ya'i Tazawad,
Yata Ya'a Tazawad,
all Tazapawanyaka,
All Tazapawanyaka,
Amarawa,
Amarwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakak Yadam,
Wanakak Yadam,
Magoya,
Magaya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Shum Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Iwad,
Iwad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa'ai Tazawad,
Nawa'ai Tazawad,
Lab,
Lab,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Al Yakub,
Al Yakab,
Barathia,
Barathia,
Slakia, Baryath,
Baryath,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathia,
Ahoya,
Ahoy,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa Yashamai Aliyam,
Wayashamai Alayam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagarium,
Wahagariam,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa Amawan,
Wa'amawan,
Wa Amalak,
Wa'amalak,
Palashath,
Palashat,
Amyashabia,
Amyashabi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawat,
Zarwad,
Zarwai,
Labanya Lawat,
Rabanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha Laham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasiyah Sarah,
Kasyasara,
Kayabian,
Yabi,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Kwayashawan,
Koyashawan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayan Da'ira,
Ba'ayin the Ira,
Hayawa,
Hayawat,
Daman,
Daman,
La Arama,
La Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamu,
Nadiyamawa,
Nanyamawa,
Ka Irab,
Ka Irab,
Waka Za'aba,
Wakaza Abak,
Waka Zabak,
Wakazabak,
Waka Zamanai,
Wakatazamanai,
Ka Nasiyakamwa,
Karnasi and Kambu,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Marwa,
Nayarasha,
Nayarasha,
Lanawa,
Anawat,
Af,
Ah,
Na'awath,
Naawat,
Alahayim,
Allahayam,
Alahaya,
Allahayat,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagogla,
Kagalu,
Kakwash,
Shakwash,
La Panyara Kwa,
Lapanyarakwat,
Ka'ash,
Kaash,
Taba'ira,
Taba Ira,
Ya'ira,
Yaira,
Waka Lahaba,
Wakala Abak,
Talahat,
Galahat,
Harim,
Hariam,
Khan,
Khan,
Tharadapma,
Taradapna,
Basa Irika,
Basa Irika,
Wabasa Wapafka,
Basa Apaka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Qualawan,
Palawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
we have the Quashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawah,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
we have Bahal,
Idi'ai,
Ayai,
Wayakaparawa,
we have Kapara,
Wayabadwa,
we have Barwa,
what Yadai, what Slaki, Wayada Iowa,
we have the Iowa,
Kayab,
Kaya,
Athab,
Atha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawah,
Labadka,
Barka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
all call Haratazah
all call Haratazah.
in the English. Keep not thou silence,
Keep not thou silence,
O power,
O power,
hold not thy peace,
hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O power,
O power,
for lo,
for lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have
They
said,
have said,
come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
that the name of Yasharallah
that the name of Yashar Allah
may be no more remembrance.
may be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the
the
Hagarenes,
Hagarene,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the
the
Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also was joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them,
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
as the brook of
as
Kaisan,
the brook of Kaisan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Arad,
Make the nobles like a red,
and like Zaeb.
like Zeeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah,
all the princes of Zabah,
and as Zamunah,
and as Amunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of the power
houses of power
in possession.
in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth a wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded and troubled forever.
let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sorry. Turn your face front. Are you shopping? You may be seated. You can move the horn. Already. Ooh-wee, let's get them prayers at hand. Wow. That's our culture right there. You know what I'm saying? You have to know who your power is and know who you are to face your God and ask him for something. And that's what we do every week too. You know, every Saturday. We get into them prayers. We ask the Most High to curse our enemy. You know, it's our culture knowing who our enemy is, man. This book that we go over every day in these classes is our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing who we are, knowing what we represent, and knowing where we come from and where we're going, and how we have to do that. That's our culture, man. The water, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai for the ISUPK, man. Because without the ISUPK, we'd still be lost, thinking we were some Africans or some people that's named after the continent, some Mexicans or Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? Rich port. Puerto Rico means rich port. So you telling me, you know what I'm saying, my brothers and sisters, ancestors come from the lineage of rich port? You gotta be out your mind, man. The oppressor's the devil, the Bible speaks of.
Right.
So yeah, so we about to get into Hebrew, man. We right now, we in the book of Genesis. The 41st chapter, I believe. About to read it in the Hebrew first, where we are. If you want to read along with us in the Hebrew, that's perfectly fine and great. You know what I'm saying? We teach the Hebrew every Friday, Lashawan Kodash. You know what I'm saying? If you're completely lost, try to watch a Lashawan Kodash class. You can get familiar with the characters. That's what we reading. That's what we read it every Saturday in the Sabbath service. So if you want to read along, go to the Bible Hub app, click Bible. The Bible Hub app on your phone or laptop. You know what I'm saying? iPhone or Android. You click Bible, and then you see these rows with different abbreviations. You click the bottom row. On the bottom row, you click INT, which is interlinear. And then you'll see the scriptures turn into Hebrew or Greek. And then go to the very top, and pick the book and verse. It's the book, chapter, and verse. And then you'll be where we at. You know, go to the top, pick Genesis. It's gonna say 1 and 1 at first. Then you go to you go to 1 and 1. Then you scroll down to 41. Then you hit it again and pick the verse. I believe we're at where we at. 31.
We had 41.
41 to 31.
41, 31.
Already. So then you go to 41 and 31. Genesis 41 and 31. And then you should see it in the Hebrew. That's what we read it. We read in the black. The black is the ancient Lashawan Kodash, the ancient Hebrew, not the blue. The blue is Yiddish. The blue is the language that, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor, you know what I'm saying, created. That's not our culture. If you want to, you know what I'm saying, stick to your culture, don't read the blue. All right, so we got to get it in. We got to get right into it. Whenever you're ready, Al.
It's 31 or 32?
It's 31. I just checked.
All right. This is the book of Genesis chapter 41, verse 31 in the Hebrew. Wala'ah. Yawadai, Hashabai, Barataza, Mapanya, Hara Aiba, Hahawa, Akharya, Khan, Kaya, Bakad, I was like Kabad, Hawa'a, Ma'ad, verse 32, Wa'il, Hasha, Hashanawath, Hachalawam, all, Para'ai, Pa'aimayam, Kaya, Napawan, Hadabar, Ma'aim, Ha'alahayam, Wamamahar, Ha'alahayam, La'aishata, La'aishatawa, verse 33, Wa'aitha, Yira, Para'ai,
I'll be right back.
Ayash, Nabawan, Wacha, Wachakam, Wayashayatawa, Io, Arataza, Matazarayam, Ya'isha, Pariah, Wiapaquad, Paquadium, Io, Ha'arataza, Wachamash, Ath, Arataza, Matazarayam, Bashabai, Shanya, Hashabai. Oh, so lucky. I did not say verse 34.
Oh shit! Like you skipped the whole verse. I have to go back. I especially
Nah,
because
I
you
read it.
started. Oh, you read it?
I
Are you
just,
good?
I just didn't
Are
say
you
it.
good? Yeah, most times you're correct. But you just kind of be mindful to let, because some people be reading along with you, and they be real lost.
Verse
So you at 34?
35.
35.
Verse 35. Wayakuba
Mm-hmm.
Tazawa. Ath. Call. A call. Hashanyam. Wait, no. Hashanayam. Hatabath. Habaath. Ha'Allah. Wayatazabawa. Wait, it's like it. Wayataza. Ba. Barawa. Bar.
Borrower.
Barwa.
Well, yeah, I was a borrower.
Wayatazabarwa. Bar. Sakath. Yad. Pariah. A call. Ba'aryam. Washamarwa. Verse 36. Wahayaha. Ha a call. Lapa Quadawan. La Arataza. La Shabai. Shanya. Hara'ib. Ashar.
Taha Yayon.
Yayan.
Taha Yayan. Taha Yayan.
Tahayayan. Ba Rataza. Matazarayam. Wala'a. Da Karath. Ha Rataza. Ba Ra'aib. Verse 37. Wayayatab. Hadabar. Ba'aya Yanaya. Haraya. Waba'ai Yanawa. Call. Ibad Yawa.
Let's read the 40.
Verse 38. Waya Amar. Pariah. All. Ibad Yawa. Hana Mataza'a. Kaza. Ayash. Ashar. Rawa. Rawa. Racha. Alahayim. Bawa. Verse 39. Waya Amar. Pariah. All. Awasap. Akaria. Hawad Ya'ai. Alahayim. Awathka. Ath. Call. Za'ath. Ayan. Nabawan. Wachakam. Kamawaka. That's like verse 40. Atha. Thahayaha. Io. Bayathia. Wa'io. Hayaka. Yashak. Call. I'm Ya. Rock. Ha. Kasa. Agadal. Mamaka.
Just answer
To
to
English.
So we about to get into the English. We had the book of 41. I'm sorry, the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 31. Where we took off, you know what I'm saying, from last week. You know what I'm saying? Last week, Joseph is in Egypt, you know what I'm saying, as we know. You know what I'm saying? Because he got sold into slavery by his brothers, you know what I'm saying, some time ago. You know what I'm saying? So now he's in Egypt, and the Lord is still with him in Egypt, you know. And at this point in time, you know what I'm saying, he's revealing the dream that Pharaoh had. He's interpreting Pharaoh's dream to him because he had interpreted two of the prisoners. He was in jail, and he interpreted two of the prisoners who were in there with him. He interpreted their dreams, and then when the prisoner got out, you know what I'm saying, he told Pharaoh when Pharaoh was in need of somebody to interpret his dream. He told his brother, this Hebrew brother that I was locked up with, he interprets dreams. So Pharaoh just got him out. He's interpreting Pharaoh's dreams right now. And if you were with us last week, I want to say Salakia, 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 because you know what I'm saying. In the midst of breaking down Pharaoh's dream, I made an incorrect I had an incorrect breakdown. So, well, the breakdown was correct, but I just had one part of it incorrect. So Pharaoh's dream, he had three kinds come out of a river and start. There was three big kinds come out of a river, and then three malnourished kinds came out of the river and ate the three. You know what I'm saying? Three healthy kinds. You know what I'm saying? I broke it down correctly. Those three kinds were 3 years, and those 3 years, dude, we're gonna find out what they represent now. Uh, uh, Joseph is about to break down. He's about to interpret the dreams and now for Pharaoh. But um, what I said last week was that a kind was a fish. You know what I'm saying? That was me leaning on my own understanding. So Salaki, we don't do that in the UPK. A kine is a cow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A kine is a cow. You know what I'm saying? I thought it really don't make sense for a cow to come out the river. That's why I thought it was a fish, but that's what, you know what I'm saying, the man's dream was. A cow came out of the river, and then the other cows, the malnourished cows, ate the healthy cows. And those three cows represented the 3 years. So kines are not fish. Kines are cows. And in Pharaoh's dream, he had three cows. No, not three. Oh, it was seven, right? My bad. Seven?
Yeah, because it was 7 years of famine, 7 years of bad. Yeah.
Right, my bad. Salakia. So it was seven cows. Seven kines. Seven cows came out the river. And then seven other cows came out the river. The other cows were the cows that represented famine. The malnourished cows. So we're about to get into it right now. He's breaking down the dreams. Go ahead whenever you're ready, Ak.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 41, verse 31 in the English. And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following, for it shall be very grievous. Verse 32. And for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by God, and God will shortly bring it to pass.
Okay, if I could, let me just kind of. I thought we were in the spot where he was just about to break him down, but he just finished breaking him down. So we're not gonna go up. But if you did go up to, you know what I'm saying, 25. That's when Joseph starts to break the dream down, and you know what I'm saying. And the dream. Pharaoh had a dream. He had two dreams back to back, and the first dream was seven kine came out of this river, and the kine were, you know what I'm saying, healthy kine. They were cows. They were healthy cows, you know what I'm saying, fatly and good looking and very healthy looking. And after that, they were, you know what I'm saying, grazing or whatever when they came out of the river. And then while they were grazing, seven malnourished, you know what I'm saying, sickly looking cows came out. And the sickly looking cows ate the good looking cows, and then they were still sickly looking after they ate the good cows. So there was no good cows afterwards, and only the sickly cows will remain. And then after that dream, he woke up and had another dream that seven stalks of corn came up, and they was, you know what I'm saying, real good looking corn stalks. And then a wind, you know what I'm saying, blew by, and then after that wind, sprang up seven more corn stalks to replace the good looking corn stalks, and then the seven corn stalks that just sprang up were like, you know what I'm saying, real bad looking stalks. They weren't healthy crops. And they replaced the good stalks, and all you were was with seven bad stalks of corn. So Joseph broke these dreams down because Joseph is a priest and he is a prophet, and he knows that these dreams are the Lord's will. You know what I'm saying? The dreams being revealed to him is the Lord's will. So that Joseph is there, able to do that. He's doing the work of the Lord. So what he broke down to him is that those seven cows and the seven stalks of corn represent 7 years, and the healthy cows and the healthy corn represent 7 years of prosperity in Egypt, but quickly to be, you know what I'm saying, replaced by 7 years of famine. That's why the sick cows came and ate the good cows, and then there's only the bad cows. And the same with the corn. The sick corn came and replaced the good corn. So famine is going to be so bad that you're not even going to remember the years of prosperity. So now this is Joseph. He finished breaking that down, and now that he broke it down, he's being a brother and telling Pharaoh what he should do about the situation. He's telling your land is about to be in famine. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be hard times. It's about to be grievous famine. So you might want to do this, my guy. You might want to, if you care about your land, if you care about your people, if you want a good leader, then you would want to do this. You would want to appoint somebody to do these things. And that's what's about to happen now. So you go ahead. What's lucky?
Verse 33. Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Verse 34. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the fifth part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. Verse 35. And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. Verse 36. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine.
So this brother was thinking practically right now, man. He's thinking, says, you know that you're about to have 7 years of prosperity, and then after that it's going to come 7 years of grievous famine. And these years of prosperity, you should be building up a storehouse of food to hold yourself and everybody down for the 7 years of famine. So he's saying appoint somebody in charge of this, Pharaoh. Appoint somebody in charge of creating storehouses of food. You know what I'm saying? So that so that Egypt will be Tawab. But he's not telling him to do it. He's saying he should do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's thinking wise. He's thinking practically. You know what I'm saying? That's where the UPK comes from. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to interpret script, if you're able to do the work of the Lord and break down scriptures and know your history and know your culture and interpret scriptures, not interpret, we break them down to what the truth is. But if you're able to do these things, then a sense of what's the word I'm looking for? A sense of understanding is gonna be with you. You're gonna be able to understand, you know what I'm saying, a lot more than the usual man. And then with that understanding comes wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know how to deal with things accordingly. When problems arise, you're gonna be able to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, in our UPK, you know what I'm saying, we damn near give everybody counsel. There's people, you have to be in the school to get counsel. But brothers in the the high-ranking officers in the UPK and generals, they sometimes give counsel to brothers that aren't in the UPK just because of the love. And that's pretty much what Pharaoh was doing here. You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh was damn near giving them counsel. You know what I'm saying? Telling them how he should do his situation because this is what's about to happen. It would behoove you to listen. You know what I'm saying? These are men of God. These are prophets. These are priests. They know what's going on. Go ahead and finish that up. You got anything?
No.
Get on here.
Verse 37. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his servants. Verse 38. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, Can we find such a man? Can we find such a one as this is? A man in whom the Spirit of God is. Verse 39. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, Forasmuch as God hath shewed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Verse 40. Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou.
So there you have it, man. Pharaoh made a wise decision. You know what I'm saying? When Joseph said you might want to appoint somebody in charge of making sure your land doesn't just, you know what I'm saying, suffer too bad. And, you know what I'm saying, in charge of this is the storehousing and famine. And then, you know what I'm saying, and Pharaoh was like, you know what? You came to me like this. You're a man of God. You know what I'm saying? And you're a wise man. There's nobody wiser than you. What did he say? He said, he said that there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. You know what I'm saying? So he appointed Joseph as that man that's in charge. So now, that shows how the Lord is with Joseph, man. Because the Lord was with Joseph in 3 different occasions, and this is supposed to be Joseph's captivity, man. This is supposed to he was sent to Egypt and supposed to be a slave, and now he's the man in charge. The Pharaoh just said, only in the throne will I be over you. So Joseph is telling everybody what to do. You know what I'm saying? He's low key telling everybody what they should do. So he really just put Joseph in a whole bunch of work. But with that position of power, with that responsibility comes some authority. So Joseph is the man in Egypt right now. You know what I'm saying? He's over everything. And you know what I'm saying? That comes from just him never turning his back on the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? He his brothers did him dirty. You know what I'm saying? Sent him out to slavery in Egypt. Sold him to slavery, Slovakia. And he could have did like some brothers and sisters do in today's time. To lose your faith in the Lord. Turn your back on the Lord. My own family sold me into slavery because they were tired of me thinking I was better than them. Man, this has to be the worst existence ever. If there was a God, I wouldn't be in this type of position. There is no God. Not Joseph. Joseph kept doing the work of the Lord, kept his faith, and you know what I'm saying, kept his integrity, man. And he helped people out when he can. And that's why the Lord was with him in all three of these instances. He was the man in jail. He was the man before he got locked up. He was the man when he was in the officer's house. And now he's the man of Egypt. Pharaoh just got him out of jail, and now he's the man in all of Egypt. Man, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is with you, man. Black and brown people. Don't turn your back on the Lord, man. Do the work of the Lord. It'll behoove you to do that. But I'm going to say this before we go back into the Hebrew. Don't. Wanting to serve the Lord is perfectly okay. It's perfectly great at that. But the men that you see that doing the work of the Lord are chosen by the Most High. You know what I'm saying? None of us, I mean, it may have felt like we said, you know what, I want to be a priest. I want to do this. But really, the Most High chose that person that said that. You know what I'm saying? So, remember, you know what I'm saying, this work, this, like, you can love the Lord without being tasked as a priest. But, shit. I digress. I just wanted to say, you know what I'm saying, not everybody is built for this life. That's all I'm saying. But all the black and brown people should be loving the Lord. I'll end with that. So we about to get back into Hebrew, right? Already. We're going back to the Hebrew for the next 7 to 10 verses. So we're going to get it in.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 41, verse 41 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Pariah, Al, Yawasap, Ra'ah. Nathafaya, Athka, Io, Kal, Arataza, Matazariam. Verse 42. Wayasar, Pariah, Ath, Taba'ithwa, Ma'il, Yadawa, Wayathan, Atha, Il, Yad, Yawasab, Wayalab Bashar, Athawa, Bagadium, or it's like Bagadia, Shasha, Wayasham, Rabad, Hazahab, Isle, Tazawa'a, Rawa. Verse 43. Muyarakab, Athawa, Bama Rakabath.
I'll try that again. So we got to say the ba, then pause, Marakabath. Oh, you did that. My bad. Ba, Marakabath. Ba, Marakabath. You said that. My bad.
Hamashana, Ashar, Lawa, Wayakora, Awa, Lapanyawa, Abarak, Wana Thawan, Athawa, all, looks like an aisle, call, Arataza, Watazarayam, verse 44, Waya Amar, Horiah, all, Yawasap, Anya, Pariah, Wabala Ai, Dayaka, La'a, Yarayam, Ayash, As, Yadawa, Wa'as, Galawa.
You said verse 44?
Concert.
Salak.
Bakal, Arataza, Matazarayam, verse 45, Moya Korah, Pariah, Shum, Yawasap. Do I say that?
That's, oh yeah, yeah. Say that because that's part of that's part of the next word. You know what I'm saying? So zapath panea. That's what you're saying in Hebrew. You
Okay.
see it. Taza panath. You're supposed to say them both together, but you can say they two. No, you don't got to say them. They're two words, and then that's that name right there. Zapath panea. It's a zapnath panea.
Yawasap, Taza, Taza Panath,
Mm-hmm.
Painach,
Pa'anak.
Painach, Wayathun, Lawa, Ath, Asanath, Bath, Pawad, Pawad, Taya, Parai, Kahan, An, La Asha, Layataza'a, Yawasap, Io, Arataza, Matazarayam. Verse 46, Wayawasap, Bun, Shalashium, Shana, Ba'ai Madwa, Lapanya, Pariah, Malak, Matazarayam, Wayataza'a, Yawasap, Malapanya, Pariah, Waya Ibar, Bakal, Arataza, Matazarayam. Verse 47,
You gonna go up to 50.
Watha Aisha, Ha'arataza, Bashabai, Shania, Hashabai, Lakwa Matazayam. Verse 48, Waya Kwaba, Waya Kwabataza, Ath, Call, Akal, Shabai, Shanayam, Ashar, Hayawa, Ba'arataza, Matazarayam, Wayathun, Akal, Ba'ariam, Akal, Shada, Ha'ayara, Ashar, Sabayabath, Yaha, Nathan, Bathawaka. Verse 49, Wayatazabar, Yawasap, Bar, Chakawal, Hayam, Harabah, Ma'ad, Aid, Kaya, Kadal, La Sapar, Kaya, Ayan, Masapar. Verse 50. Wala Yawasap, Yalad, Shanya, Banyam, Bataram, Fabawa'a, Shanath, Haraib, Ashar, Ladaha, Lawa, Asanath, Bath, Pawataya, Parai, Kahan, Awan. This is the book of Genesis chapter 41, verse 41 in the English. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, See, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand, and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen, and put a gold chain about his neck. And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had, and they cried before him, bowed the knee, and he made him ruler over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh. Without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zaphnath Paneah.
Zaphnath Paneah. So when I read that the first time around, I started feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this heathen is naming this brother. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel a little bit upset. But you gotta remember, like Joseph is supposed to be a slave right now. And this is Pharaoh. This is the king of all of that land. So, you know what I'm saying? The Pharaoh gave him a name. His name is still Joseph, but that's his title. And I actually looked up what Zaphnath Paneah. That's what you're doing right now. Yeah, Zaphnath Paneah. It means something like help the weak or something like that, right? Yeah, I'll pull it up. I think I still got it. Yeah. So Zaphnath Paneah. So that broken down. So Zaphnath Paneah is so remember we're in Egypt. These are Egyptians. So you get that about so search me if you got to. So these are Egyptians. So I just put Zaphnath Paneah meaning in my Google machine. And then it gave me the breakdown of Zaphnath Paneah and those little hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? That's their language. So the breakdown of those hieroglyphics comes down to words that says cares for, he, that who is, weak to, and then live. That's what Zaphnath Paneah means, broken down from the hieroglyphics. And then what those words put together means, shalom, sis. Are you good? Shalom. Most High in Christ, the waters. Give a hand to the sis, man. Always holding us down. So Zaphnath Paneah is like you, Israel. So those words put together, you know what I'm saying? Those hieroglyphic breakdown, put those together. It means he takes care of those who are weak to live. You know, that's what Joseph has been proving himself to do as he's been in Egypt the whole time, man. Taking care of people. They not even his own people. They not his brothers. But you know what I'm saying? He's doing the work of the Lord. He's thinking people deserve a chance, and he's using his mentality, not his mentality, but he's using the powers that he has. He's using you know what I'm saying, his wits or what have you. You know what I'm saying, his intelligence and his understanding to help people. He's breaking their dreams down. He's giving them advice. He's giving them counsel. He's helping them here. He's helping them there. He's doing the work of the Lord. That's why the Pharaoh gave him that title, Zaphnath Paneah. If you were like me, you would be thinking, man, he ain't the Most High. He ain't no angel. He can't be renaming no none of God's chosen people. But he's supposed to be a slave. So even though he got renamed right quick, he's still the man. God is still the Lord is still with him. So I just cut you off as Zephaniah Paneas. Like you catch up, get back to it. And if you got anything, go ahead, bring it out.
That was verse 45.
Let me see.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you might as well start from the top.
Yeah. Verse 45. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zaphnath Paneah, and he gave him to wife Asenath, the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On. And Joseph went out over all the land of Egypt.
So Pharaoh not only gave him a ring, which I'm sure was solid gold, gave him a gold chain, fine linen, and made him the ruler, but he gave him a rib too. He gave him a wife. And, you know what I'm saying? He gave him a chariot. The chariot was a car, or you know what I'm saying, one of them things with the little horses. He's man. I'm thinking of a scripture. Shit, I'm gonna pull it. I gotta look for it first, but it's seek first the kingdom. You know what I'm talking about? Malaki.
Like, seek me first. That.
I found it. It's Matthew 6:33. So I'm about to pull it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33. This is Christ speaking right here. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. I gotta give you a little bit more context, so I'm gonna go up a couple scriptures. So we have Matthew 6:31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or withal shall we be clothed? Verse 32. For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. Verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Now this scripture is heavier than the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is Joseph, he just sought out to do the will of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing God's will. And then the Most High turned out, he said, I'm about to bless you. I'm about to give you super increase, and I'm about to make you ruler of this not ruler, but second in command of this whole Egypt, everything out here. And you're supposed to be, you were sold into slavery, but now you second in command. Just from you doing, go ahead, sis. You got a mic?
Five and 33.
Yeah, that's just the precept that I'm pulling right
Oh,
now.
okay,
But
fine.
if you want to read along with us, are we at the end of it, or are we still in the meat?
We still in it.
So right now we're at Genesis 41 and like 45-ish.
Okay.
Yeah,
Con,
we're
the
right
water,
there.
sir.
Right now I'm just pulling Matthew 6:31. I mean, I'm just pretty much saying this scripture right here is when Christ said, "Seek first the kingdom." Like all you gotta do is worry about what God wants you to worry about, and God's gonna provide you with the other things. Don't be worrying about how I'm gonna get my bills paid, how I'm gonna eat how I'm gonna get some food, or how I'm gonna get some clothes. You know, how I'm gonna get this, how I'm gonna get that. I gotta do this stuff. I gotta go slave. I can't go to camp because I got a slave. You know, if God wants you to go to camp, you know what I'm saying, go to camp. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make a way for you to get your bills paid. You know what I'm saying? Seek counsel first from the men of the Lord. Don't quit your slave. Don't quit your slave and go to camp. You know, seek counsel. But I stand by what I said, because like shout out to the brothers that did the mission to Acuna. I could have been one of those brothers to help my brothers and watch their back out there, because they definitely could have used however many eyes. You know what I'm saying? They went through so much danger. You know what I'm saying? And to do the work of the Lord. And me personally, I had just got a new slave, and I was like, I got a new slave in a new apartment. And I was like, man, I don't know. Cap Yatsai asked me, he was like, you want to do it? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, I'm not forcing you to do it. It's not an order. And I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna do my slave. Those brothers that did the mission to Cunha, are not only immortalized in every school in the UPK, but the Most High see what they did. You know, so the Most High knows the hearts of those men. They helped their people. It was an amazing feat. Just looking at the footage is amazing. Like they feeding a whole multitude and having camp. That's the brothers, our Haitian brothers. They didn't even speak that language. And this was level 4 cartels. Man, if you don't know anything about Mission to Acuna, you know what I'm saying, you might want to look it up. But it was an amazing feat, and I chose to do my slavery over there. You know what I'm saying? As a priest now, I look back at that and say, next time my brothers need my back, I'm gonna do the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Most High take it, and it turned out I lost that job. You know what I'm saying? I stayed behind. I worked that job so I could keep it, but I ended up losing it anyway. That's how the Most High works. But this scripture is the way I was using it. Pretty much said the Most High is gonna take care of you. You doing His work, like Joseph was doing his work. Joseph's the man in charge, man. He got a beautiful wife, gold jewelry, a chariot. He's second in command. He's supposed to be a slave, man. He was just doing the work of the Lord, man. That's the only reason I pulled that precept. Jay, you can go back to the. Go ahead, sis.
So, like you said, I was just gonna comment and say that's something that I suffer with a lot too. Like, especially specifically at my slave. Like, a lot of times I'll go in and I'm nervous, you know, because you're under a microscope and stuff like that. And I always talk to my other one, and he's just like, look, like, listen, if you doing the work of the Lord, the Most High is with you. Like, you always gotta have that in your head that you know, like, that's your covering. So if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you just show up and do your job. You don't worry about all the other stuff because first and foremost, you're serving the Most High. So that's you know what I'm saying. That's always gonna be your covering. And I'm paraphrasing, but
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? I can't stress that enough. The water says because you know what I'm saying. It goes for that on so many different levels. Like when the Lord is with you, you don't got nothing to worry about. I remember it was a point in time, my first camp ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, the police are gonna come arrest all of us. Cause I was like, these brothers out here telling everybody what they don't want to hear, and everybody's mad at us, and we out here with the speaker, and we yelling it, and I'm not saying it's false, because the brothers are pulling it straight out of the Bible, but nobody likes it. Like, I think the police are gonna come arrest us, but you know what I'm saying, you can't worry about nothing when the Lord is with you. Like, we go to camp and we risk our lives. You know what I'm saying, even your situation, you at the slave worrying about, you know what I'm saying, is the boss gonna, you know what I'm saying, is things gonna go according to plan? Is things gonna be okay at this slave? Am I gonna be able to afford what I need to pay for, and all what have you? You know what I'm saying? That even just going to the store in a bad neighborhood, man, like I'm not sure. It's kind of late, but I gotta get this milk, or I gotta do that. Or when the Lord is what you got, nothing to fear, man. You have nothing to worry about. The scriptures even say, you know what I'm saying, the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear. That's a whole nother scripture. I'm not going to pull that one. Should I pull that one? No, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm going to pull it. I guess we got time. We kind of moving through them fast, right?
That was like, what, 20 verses?
Yeah, you killing that boy. Like, so I'm going to pull it. I'm going to pull the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear. I got to find it first. Like,
First Timothy 1:7.
that sound about right.
No, 2 Timothy 1:7. It's like it.
Kyle, go ahead and pull it.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear,
Mm-hmm.
but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind.
Mm-hmm. The Most High don't want us to be worried about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we know He's with us. The Most High gave us the spirit of power, which is knowing where God's chosen people, and knowing that, you know what I'm saying, we're deep inside, we're better than everybody else. We do things better than we don't just eat anything. We don't just sleep with anybody. We don't celebrate anything. We don't worship anybody. We don't do stupid stuff, man. I'm not gonna say stupid stuff, but we don't. If it's not has to do with the Most High, then we're not gonna do it. That's a sense of power right there, you know what I'm saying? So we have power. We have the spirit of love. We love our brothers and our sisters. And of a sound mind, man. We that practicality that I was talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying? We have a certain wisdom about things. We don't just do anything. And then all three of these things, and knowing that the Most High is, you know what I'm saying, gonna kind of clear the obstacles in front of us just because He loves us, you know what I'm saying? He, I can't tell you how many times I was supposed to die, but the Most High just said, you know, nah, not yet. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of brothers and sisters feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? When the Most High was with you, you know what I'm saying? You don't have nothing to worry about, man. Especially nothing to be scared about. You're not supposed to be scared in the first place. That's what that scripture is. You go ahead.
So, like you, sir, that's making me think about like the kind of, if I could, sir, like a slave mentality, and we're programmed so much to like being like a bow down, fearful mindset. Like even though you have like a sense of power, like you know how to, you know about a situation, right? But it's like you automatically program to like dim yourself down. And I think that's a part of like that's a part of that fear that we always have constantly in our head, because it's like we don't want to show that we're superior or that we're better. We don't want to come off as being that way. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's unintentional. And I think that that's like a big part of some of the person that I struggle with is like it's like the Most High is with you, but it's like, well, I don't want to, like, you still just stuck, like you don't want to say or do the wrong thing and out in the world, you know what I mean? It's just like, even though it's like I know the Most High is with me, but if I say something, this might offend this person or this person might treat me. So it's like deprogramming yourself like that, so you can't have that sound mind that the scriptures is
It's
talking about.
almost like Slocky. It's almost like we forced to to put our light under the bushel just because we don't want to offend anybody. That's crazy. It's heavy you say that, sis. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? There does come a little bit of wisdom. You don't want to blind everybody with your light, because then it will get dangerous for you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you let your light shine. And I feel you, sis. That's heavy, man. That's heavy. I'm gonna give you a hand, because sometimes in this oppressor's kingdom, you know what I'm saying, it's set up so that we can't outshine the oppressor. We can't. It's, on paper trail, blacks and Hispanics have created everything, but there's what's the word, pre not prejudice, but it's like the notion that black people are thugs and
Stereotype?
stereotype. That's the word. The stereotype for the oppressor is he's a genius. He creates NASA. You know, he creates all these great things. You know what I'm saying? If it weren't for him, we wouldn't be nowhere near as advanced as we are. But the black and brown people are just gangsters and, you know what I'm saying, pimps and whores and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's because he's the devil the Bible speaks of. And then when we fight to uh, to get past that stereotype, we see nothing but hardships. We see nothing but hard. So like you said, you know what I'm saying, just because we want to make things easy for us, I'm just gonna try to put my light right here. I'm not gonna. I know better than him. It's like I remember I was in class once in college, and I knew the answers before everybody else, but I didn't want to raise my hand because I didn't want to seem like I'm the best in the class. But really, I was the best in the class. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be the best, be the best. But in a situation where it makes it dangerous for you, you know what I'm saying? Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Excellent point, sis. Excellent point. So let's get back. So look, getting back to where we were in the scriptures in Genesis 41. You know what I'm saying? That's what Joseph never did. Joseph was never scared. Joseph didn't have any fear. Joseph always kept the will of the Lord first and foremost as the things he had to do. And Joseph didn't let he let his light shine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Remember when the last week when the brothers in jail were like, hey, we need this dream interpreted. He said interpreting dreams is, you know what I'm saying, that's the will of the Lord. Well, let me go back to it. I don't want to misparaphrase it. But it's Genesis 40. And Genesis 40 and 8. So these are the two fellow prisoners just came to Joseph and asked him about interpreting their dreams. And it said Genesis 48. And they say unto him, we have dreamed a dream, and there is no interpreter of it. And Joseph said unto them, do not interpretations belong to God? You know what I'm saying? He's staying humble, you know what I'm saying? But he's letting his light shine. Like he's letting it known that he's a priest. Like, that's something that a priest would say. You know what I'm saying? A priest, nobody else would just give the Most High their glory when but on top of that, after that it said, tell me them, I pray you. Right after that, like, tell me the dreams. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do the work of the Lord. He's not blinding people with his light, but they coming to him. His light is on. What's the scriptures? The light on top of the bushel. Don't put your light under a bushel or something like that. We don't gotta pull that. We gonna be pulling too many. But I'm paraphrasing the other scripture. Like, if you got a light, don't put it underneath the table. If it's a candle, let that light be. Put it on top of the table and let it be seen. You know what I'm saying? That's what Joseph was doing. He was letting it be known he was a man of God, and he was doing the work of the Lord. And the Most High increased his increase. You know what I'm saying? So we back at Genesis 41. Go ahead.
So I think also, sir, in addition to that, like I think a lot of us know, like it'd be like, dang, like I'm so unworthy. You know what I mean? Like of the blessing that the Most High is gonna give you. So it's like even if you do, um, it's like you could get a blessing, and forgive me, sir, I'm speaking from my own experience. It's like you get a blessing and you know it came from the Most High, but it's like you don't even want to embrace that blessing because it's just like, damn, I know I don't deserve this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I have it, but I don't even want to claim it as my own because I know, like, do you understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying,
It's like,
and that's beautiful. But get counsel, because I think you gotta claim it. You have to claim it because it's gonna go unclaimed if you don't claim it, and it's meant for you. But the way you feeling is perfectly beautiful. It's great because the Lord, what he requires a contrite spirit. You know what I'm saying? He don't like somebody that's hardy. He don't like a hardy spirit. A contrite and broken spirit is what the Lord, you know what I'm saying, requires. And that humbleness you're showing, like, man, all this for me. I sometimes gotta humble myself down. You know what I'm saying? I'm always thankful for the increase of the Lord, the Most High has given me, but I can't forget where I came from. You know what I'm saying? I gotta always remain super humble because if I think that for any way, like, I got what I got from my own doing, then it could be taken away. So, but I still gotta claim it though, because it's for me. The most I gave it to. And so I personally I say get counsel because I'm not sure that sounds like a 5,000 question or something like that. But I just feel like the Lord give it to you and you don't want to accept it because you think you don't deserve it. It's almost like if you made me a plate of food and it looked beautiful, it looked great, delicious, but like, nah, I don't want it. I would be kind of insulting you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Salakia, it wasn't for counsel, sir. Salakia, like my other one, he always be telling me like he'll try to like give me encouragement, like, hey, this is going good, like good job, and it's just me inside. Like he's like,
Oh
you need
yeah, I
to
hear
you
you.
need to break that, like you need to like
I feel
acknowledge. You
you.
know what I'm saying? But it's something that I struggle really really bad with. But
Yeah,
yeah, concert.
no sweat. Hell yeah. Shit, most high ain't crazy. So let's get back to the scripture. We had Joseph. Joseph, he about to start to work now. You know, like I was saying, the this like the Most High chooses these prophets. You know, we might think that I want to be a priest. I'm gonna get in all black, and I'm gonna do the work of the Lord, and I'm gonna receive a crown. That's what I want to do. Or the Most High chooses you. Not everybody's built for this, and we're about to see that right now because Joseph is about to start getting into the work that the Pharaoh has set up. But he's on top though. He's second in command. He got his jewelry. He's got his chariot. He got his fine linen and his wife. But he about to start working now.
I mean, that's exactly why people not here right now.
Yeah, yeah. Chill on that. Not on camera, but calm. Most High in Christ.
We still in English, right?
Yeah, we speak English.
verse 46. And Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt. Verse 47. And in the 7 plenteous years the earth brought forth by handfuls. Verse 48. And he gathered up all the food of the 7 years which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field, which was round about every city, laid he up in the same. Verse 49. And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea, very much, until he left numbering, for it was without number.
So right there, Joseph gathered so much corn that he couldn't count it no more. You know what I'm saying? He got more than enough. It says corn as the sand of the sea. That's a lot of corn, and that just shows how prosperous as Egypt was during that first 7 years too. But if it wasn't for Joseph, they would have just been eating that corn and getting fat. They wouldn't even think we need to save some because we don't know what's about to come in the hedge. You know, if you need us, we can kind of give you a recap of where we at if you need.
I love this story in the
The
Bible,
Most High
sir.
Christ already. So yeah, are we back in the Hebrew? Or we got some more.
One more.
Come on, High Christ.
Verse 50. And unto Joseph were born 2 sons before the years of famine came, as Asenath the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On, bare unto him.
Mm-hmm. Then Joseph has 2 sons. That's another mistake that I made. I'm clearing up all my mistakes. Lord willing, I don't have no mistakes on any of the streams from teaching. But I remember probably about 5 weeks ago or something like that. I was teaching on, you know what I'm saying, when Israel's the 12 children being, not the 12 children, but the sons of Israel, and how they turned into 12 tribes. And I said that Joseph and Dan, their children don't really go. They're not part of the 12 tribes. That was another mistake that I made. You know what I'm saying Joseph and Dan aren't. They're not part of the 12 tribes as themselves, but their children are. And these 2 children that Joseph just had are the other 2 from the 12 tribes. It's Ephraim and
And Manasseh.
Manasseh. Yeah, so with the 12 tribes is the 12 sons and 2 grandchildren from Israel. That's what it is. So I just had to clear that. It was kind of right, but it was kind of wrong too. Though I wanted to clear that up. Like nigga, people probably done forgot I said that. Most High in Christ. So we're gonna get back into the Hebrew. Again, if you want to read along, you know what I'm saying, we're in the Bible Hub app. We read in the black and not the blue. You know what I'm saying, if you don't know what those characters are, you know what I'm saying, ask the men above you for ISUPK Hebrew chart, or come to class on Friday. But that's what we read. We read in the black. Those are ancient symbols, which are the Lashon Kodash. That's what we reading. We have the book of Genesis 41 and
51.
51. Whenever you ready, Al.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 41, verse 51 in the Hebrew. Korah, Yawasap, Ath, Shum, Haba, Kawar, Manashah, Kaya, Nashaniah, Alahayam, Ath, Kal, Aimalaya, Wa'ath, Kal, Bayath, Abaya. Verse 52. Wa'ath, Shum, Hashaniah, Korah, Apariam, Kaya, Haparnaya, Alahayam, Ba'arataza, Aina, Yaya. Okay. Verse 53.
agree?
What's Kalayan?
What's the call? You're not.
Mm,
What's the call? You're not.
what the call Yana? Shabai, Shania, Hashabai, Ashar, Haya, Ba'arataza, Matazarayam. Verse 44. It was like 54. Wathachal, Yana, Shabai, Shania, Hara'ib, Labawal, Ka'ashar, Amar, Yawasap, Wayahaya, Ra'ib, Bakal, Ha'a, Ratazawath, Wabakal, Arataza, Matazarayam, Haya, Lacham. Verse 55. Wathara'ib, Call, Arataza, Matazarayam, Waya, Taza, Ike,
What? Taza Aqua.
Waya, Taza, Ikwa, Ha'im, All, Pariah, La Lakam, Waya Amar, Pariah, Lakal, Matazarayam, La Kawa, All, Yawasap, Ashar, Ya Amar, Lakam, the Aishawa. Verse 56. Wa Hara'ib, Haya, I'll, Call, Panya, Rataza, Waya Pathak, Yawasap, Ath, Call, Ashar, Bahum, Waya Shabar, La Matazarayam, Waya Kazakwa, Hara'ib, Ba'arataza, Matazarayam. Verse 57. Wakal, Ha'arataza, Ba'awa, Matazarayamath, La Shabar, All, Yawasap, Kaya, Chazak, Hara'ib, Bakal, Ha'arataza. You want to stop there or go to the next chapter?
All right, we finish here. We're gonna stop at that chapter. We'll go back to the English.
Because that was, what, 7?
So we got a lot of times to find out how much we got. I think we got 20 chapters left, 20 verses left. Let me see.
Yeah, that was 7. So we need three more until 10.
3 more. Yeah, we going to 42 and 22. So you're gonna knock that out 2 more times probably. I did a little trick. I'm doing 10 instead of 7. You helped. You knew what you was doing.
Might be able to end early, maybe.
I mean, now we got sis here, but we gonna get it in. Let's get back to the English. We might be able to end early. We might be able to get some good points out. We gonna get it done.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 41, verse 51 in the English. And Joseph called the name of his of the firstborn Manasseh. For God, said he, hath made me forget all my toil and all my father's house.
Hmm. So that's Manasseh, which are the Cubans. The Cubans today, the, we know they're the Cubans from, you know what I'm saying, the not pilgrimage, what's the migration, you know what I'm saying, from where this son right here, Manasseh, from when he got all his children, his children's children, they became the tribe of Manasseh. Those people from the Bible, in this Bible, you know what I'm saying, research has been studied, where those people started off, where they migrated to, where they ended up, and where they are now. And we know now, you know, the men of the ISUPK did the research. Those are the Cubans, the people that live in the Cubans, the Hispanic Cubans. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if somebody just lives in Cuba, and they're not Hispanic. They're not. When I say Cuban, you know what I'm saying? Like how I'm an Israelite, but I'm in America, so that makes me an American. But when I say Cubans, the people that are native to that land, they are the Manassites, and that goes for all the tribes of Israel. You know, we know Judah are the Negroes, Benjamin, you know what I'm saying, Benjamin in the house are the West Indians, uh, Levi are the Haitians. I was just talking about the Haitians with mission to Acuna. Uh, Manasseh is the Cuban, like we just said. Uh, Ephraim is the next son of the Puerto Ricans. We know the migration, you know what I'm saying, of the migration of the people and the history of them. They end up where they are now to the Puerto Ricans. And then we have all the tribes. We got Mexicans, Brazilians, or you know what I'm saying, those people, all black and brown people, no matter where they are, so we can trace their lineage to Israel. And through these 12 tribes, and through the research done by the men of the ISPK. Try to check out Captain Cox's 12 tribe lecture. You know what I'm saying? It's heavy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Tell you something that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Once again, you know what I'm saying? The priests are chosen. These priests are chosen by God to do the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like these scholars in this school surpass people studying at Harvard and you know what I'm saying, Yale and whatever, you know what I'm saying, for years, you know what I'm saying. This brother right here is speaking reading his Hebrew fluently. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
I wouldn't say fluently.
Nah, you doing a damn good job. You getting us to end early. How good you doing it? But yeah, man. Don't take this work light, but it is a beautiful thing, man. All glory goes to the Most High too. But yeah, these are the children of Israel. Even though these two brothers right here are grandchildren of Israel, but these are the 12 tribes. So we still at 51. This is Manasseh, the Cubans. Keep going.
Verse 52. In the name of the second called he Ephraim, for God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. Verse 53. And the 7 years of plenteousness that was in the land of Egypt were ended. Verse 54. And the 7 years of dearth began to come, according as Joseph had said, and the dearth was in all lands, but all the land of Egypt there was bread.
It used that word bread, but it just means food. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for Joseph, it'd be dearth or dearth or whatever that says. Let's look that word up. Dearth. I think that once again we don't lean on our own understanding, but I can kind of. It feels like the word means kind of like like hardship, but dearth. I'm using my Google machine. Dearth. The meaning, the Google dictionary definition, a scarcity or lack of something. All right, so that's what it was. Dark. It was a recession almost. It was a lack of food. It was a famine. That's what it was. But in Egypt, there was bread. There was food in Egypt, thanks to Joseph. Thanks to the Lord for sending Joseph. All right, we finished with that chapter.
Mm-mm.
I'll keep going. Unless you got something.
Verse 55. And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread. And Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, Go unto Joseph, what he saith to you, do. Verse 56. And the famine was over all the face of the earth. And Joseph opened all the storehouses, and sold unto the Egyptians, and the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt. Verse 57. And all countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn, because that the famine was so sore in all lands.
Already. So famine was, you know what I'm saying, over all the world at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? I remember hearing when I was young, it was a history book or something that they said in ancient Egypt they used to use there was good bartering that went down. They would weigh salt, and the salt was worth its weight in gold. So that's me just in school, you know what I'm saying, oppressive schooling. But it makes sense now in reading about this famine because what does salt do? Salt preserves meats and preserves food. So if there's a famine and you got some meat and you trying to hold on to your meat as long as possible, you're gonna want to give up your gold chain and your earring. You don't need to look fly. You know what I'm saying? So that just shows, you know what I'm saying, that these that what take place in the Bible ain't no make believe story. You know what I'm saying? The history lines up what the Bible says happened. So yeah, Joseph is doing all the work. You know what I'm saying? He did all the work for the 7 years of the prosperity. He stored all the food, and now the famine has started, and now he's got even some more work headed out to him. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everybody eats with that storefront. He can't just give everything to everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's in charge of this stuff. Once again, the men chooses these people. These people, you know what I'm saying, are needed. You know what I'm saying? Very much so. Wise and understanding priests. You know what I'm saying? The next chapter we're about to get into, you know what I'm saying, it's still the famine. We're about to see what happened. You got anything? All right, so we're about to go back into the Hebrew, and then we're going to get into the next chapter. We are now at Genesis 42.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 42, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayara, Yaiquab, Kaya, Yasha, Shabar, Ba Matazariam, Wayamar, Yaiquab, Labanyawa, Lama, Satha, Ra'awa. Verse 2. Wayamar, Hana, Shama'ai, Shama'ai, Thaya, Kaya, Yasha, Shabar, Ba Matazariam, Radadwa, Shema, Washabarwa, Lanawa, Masham, Wanakia, Wala'a, Namawath. Verse 3. Wayaradwa, Ahya, Yawasap, Aishara, Lashabar, Bar, Ma Matazariam. Verse 4. Wa'ath, Banyamin, Akya, Yawasap, La'a, Shalach, Yaiquab, Ath, Achyawa, Kaya, Amar, Pun, Yakora, Anwa, Asawan. Verse 5. Wayaba Awa, Banya, Yashra Allah, Lashabar, Bath Waka, Haba Ayam, Kaya, Haya, Hara'ib, Ba'rataza,
Kanai.
Kana'ain. Verse 6. Waya Wasap, Hawa'a, Hashala Yata, Io, Harataza, Hawa'a, Hamashab Yara, Lakal, Aim, Harataza, Wayaba'a, Wayaba'awa, Hakia, Yawasap, Wayashathak, Wawa, Wawa, Apayam, Arataza. Verse 7. Wayara'a, Yawasap, Ath, Akiyawa, Wayakaram, Wanath Nakar, Allah Yahum, Wayadabar, Atham, Kwashawath, Waya Amar, Allahum, Ma'ayan, Ba'atham, Waya Amar Rawam was like a Wawa,
Yeah, Marwa.
Oh.
Yeah, Marwa.
you're right, it's like Waya Amarwa, Ma'arataza, Kana'ain, Lashabar, Akal. Verse 8. Wayakar, Yawasap, Ath, Akiyawa, Wahum, La'a, Hakar Hawa. Verse 9. Wayazakar, Yawasap, Ath, Akal Mawath, Ashar, Khalahum. It's like Khalam, Lahum, Waya Amar, Alahum, Maraga Layam, Athum, Lara Awath, Ath, Irawath, Harataza, Ba'athum. Verse 10. Waya Amarwa, Alayawa, La'a, Adunya, Waibadika, Ba'awa, Lashabar, Akal.
Go back to the Hebrew. Go ahead and English.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 42, verse 1 in the English. Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, Why do ye look one upon another? And he said, Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither, and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die.
So now we take it back to Joseph's family that's outside of Egypt. They suffering in this famine. This famine was worldwide, you know what I'm saying? So now Jacob, the head of all the children, the same children that put Joseph in the situation he's in now, Jacob is saying, y'all need to go to Egypt and get some of that corn. So it looks like the same children that set Joseph up needs to come and ask him for something. And you know what I'm saying? Sis, when you said this story is beautiful, I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right. This story is beautiful. And low key, it's heavy what you said today, because the main point, I mean, there's many different, the scriptures is a manifold, so there's many interpretations of this story, or breakdowns, but one of them could be the main point of this story is don't put your light under the bushel. Because what did Joseph do? Joseph told his brother, man, I had a dream, man. This was going down. This was going down. My pops gave me this coat. My pops gave me this multicolored coat, man. Hey, pops loves me, man. Hey, y'all doing this wrong. And then y'all hating on me. Joseph never let his light. Joseph had these visions. Joseph had these dreams. Joseph was a good child. His father loved him. He didn't put that light under a bushel. And I want to bring that precept out now that it's a little bit more. Go ahead.
So, like you, sir, if I could, I don't think a part of the story, if I'm not mistaken, sir, where he's like eating by himself. If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to told me about it. It's like he up there at his his job with or slave in Egypt, but he's like, instead of him congregating with like the other people in the palace, he having his meal to himself. Did y'all go over that part of the story?
No, that's further down the line.
Oh, okay. So like,
we got all we got a few chapters before that the children of Israel, the children that are about to come to get food from Joseph doesn't even reveal that his brother yet. So it's, he's on that's a little bit of his luck, yeah. No sweat. But you know what I'm saying? Joseph not letting his light go under that bushel is why he's in the situation he's in now. You know what I'm saying? He never backed down and said, maybe I should just, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should just conform to a normality. Maybe I shouldn't be a great priest. Maybe I shouldn't do the work of the Lord until I'm tired, until I can't do no more. Maybe I shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, step on a few people's toes, even though that's what the Lord wants me to do. He never said that. He kept doing everything. He kept doing what the will of the Lord, and he never let his light. He never dimmed his light, man. And that's why before we continue in this in Genesis, I want to read what Christ said in the book of Luke. This is the book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 33. No man, when he has lighted a candle, put it in a secret place, neither under a bushel, but on a candlestick, that they which come may see the light. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, if you light a candle, you're not going to put it underneath the podium. You're going to put it on the menorah so everybody come in and see it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Joseph did. Joseph never stopped serving the Lord. Joseph never stopped letting his light shine. The Lord rewarded him for it. So right now, you know what I'm saying, his brothers are getting word from his father that they got to go to Egypt but they think he's dead though. So you know what I'm saying, when they saw him in slavery, they were pretty sure that, you know what I'm saying, he just died as a slave. So Joseph's brothers are everybody, all of Joseph's family, Joseph's brothers, Joseph's father, all of them think that he's dead. Even though Joseph's brothers knew they sold him into slavery, Joseph's father think a beast killed him, but everybody thinks he's dead. So now we're about to read what the brothers have to do.
Verse 3. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob sent not with his brethren, for he said, lest peradventure mischief fall before him. And the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan.
So Benjamin was the youngest son, so he stayed behind because since he was the youngest, they didn't want nothing to happen to him. That's pretty much what it says. Lest peradventure mischief befall him. That's a very, very strong and intelligent way of saying something might happen to him.
Verse 6. And Joseph was the governor over the land, and he it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him, with their faces to the earth. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan to buy food. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew him not.
So Joseph knew exactly who they were, and they didn't know who he was. They ain't recognized him with all that gold and all that linen, and you know what I'm saying? They didn't recognize him. But he knew who they were. But let's see and low-key, Joseph dreamed of this, right? This was Joseph's dream. Like, y'all gonna be, man, I didn't want to go back to the dream real quick. But it's gonna be hard to find. I'm not gonna find it too fast. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir, it was like the stalks of grain was like, they stalks of grain was limp and
No,
his.
that's Pharaoh's dream.
No, sir, remember Salakia when he was telling to his brother, like, I was
You
a
right.
upright
Yeah,
stalk.
you right. Salaki Khan says, give sis a hand. And then they needed his grain was superior to their grain. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And they coming for some grain. that's exactly what that boy is, a priest and a prophet. So yeah, so he dreamed of this. Now he's living out the premonition kind of water. He's living out the premonition right now, and he low key. We're gonna read a little bit. It looks like he could be a jerk right now. He's in a position to be a jerk, but we know the type of brother that Joseph is. So we can already kind of. It looked like he might be a joke, but I'm gonna just spoil it. He's not gonna be a jerk. Yeah, Joseph is a real nigga. Like Joseph is a real brother. He a real man, and he's about to do some real brotherly stuff. But yeah, let's keep going. Unless you got something. You got
I
something?
was going to say it was 37-7.
Oh, you found that whole Most High? Great. Let's go to it real quick. 37-7. So we had Genesis 37-7 real quick. For behold, we are binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood round about, and made obeisance to my sheaf. Obeisance meaning, I forgot what obeisance means. It's like it's inferior to, or not inferior to. That's not it. Obeisance. I'm gonna Google machine it up. Obeisance definition: paid respect to. So their sheaves paid respect to his sheep. You know what I'm saying? Joseph's brothers, they might have a little bit of goods, a little bit of food. You know what I'm saying? They just traveled there with their money and their camels with what they needed to travel with. But they need to pay respect to what Joseph has. Joseph has a storefront of corn and multitudes of bread and food that can feed them throughout the famine. So now his dream, what I just read in 37-7, was the dream that Joseph was telling his brothers back when he was with them in the land of Canaan. And they was hating on him, which is why he's in Egypt now. But he's living out the premonition, kind of. We go back to 42 and something.
And 6.
42 and 6. Most High in Christ. So we back at 42 and 6.
Oh wait, I'm tripping. 8.
Oh, no sweat.
No,
It's all
9.
good.
9.
40, Genesis 42 and 9. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them,
Uh-huh.
and said unto them, Ye are spies, to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. Verse 10. And they said unto him, Nay, my lord, but to buy food are thy servants come. We are all one man's sons. We are all true men.
Did you read out that far in the Hebrew?
Wait, did I stop at 11?
It's getting good, I know. We want to keep reading in the
tripping?
English.
Yeah, you're right. You're
So
right.
we got to go back to the Hebrew.
Back to Hebrew.
But before we go back to the Hebrew, I'm just going to, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but it looks like Joseph is being a jerk right now, saying you spies, but it's a reason for that. So pretty much Joseph, he knows they're his brothers, and he's about to give him a hard time about something. He's about to kind of he knows that they came from Canaan to get food for the family, and then that's what they're telling him. And he remembered the dream, and he's like, man, these my niggas. I grew up with these brothers, man. I love these brothers. And then he gives them. He said, no, y'all not from Canaan to get food. Y'all spies. And he about to give them a ultimatum in the next 10 verses. And then we might not even find out why he gives them this ultimatum until next week. But I'm just to kind of keep you a heads up. Joseph is being a good brother right here. It looks like he's being a jerk. It's a reason for all this. We're gonna find out next week. But for as of now, you know what I'm saying? He's saying that he's accusing them of something they're not, and making them do something to prove that they're not what he's accusing them of. And we're gonna find out what he's requiring of them in these next 10 verses. Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 42, verse 11 in the Hebrew. Kalanawa, Banya, Ayash, Akkad, Nachanawa, Kanayam, Anaknawa, La'a, Hayawa, Ibadika, Maragalium. Verse 12. Waya Amar, Allahum, La'a, Kaya, Irawath, Ha'arataza, Ba'atham, Lara Awath. Verse 13. Waya Amarwa, Shanyam, Ishar, Ibadika, Akim, Anaknoa, Banya, Ayash, Akkad, Ba'arataza, Kana'ain, Wahana, Hakwatan, Ath, Abaya, Noah, Hayawam, Waha Akkad, Ayanoah. Verse 14. Waya Amar, Allahum, Yawasab, Hawa'a, Ashar, Dabarathia, Alakam, La Amar, Maragalium, Atham. Verse 15. Baza'ath,
Sabak.
Sabaknawa,
Mhm.
Chaya, Pariah,
Actually, it's Sabakanwa
oh,
because Bakan means test, right?
right,
You see, the root word has to be kind of pronounced a little bit. Sub the prefix. You got it. Keep going. Sabakanwa.
Sabakanawa, Chaya, Pariah, um, Thataza Awa, Mazah, Kaya, um, Babawa'a, Akiakum, Hakwatan, Hana, verse 16, Shalakwa, Makum, Akkad, Wiakocha, Ath, Akiakum, Wa'athum, Ha'asarwa, Waya Bakunwa, Hadabar Rakum, wait, Hardabar Yakum,
Verse 16.
concert,
That's the Baryak.
Dabar Yakum, Ha'amath, Athakum, Wa'um, La'a, Chaya, Pariah, Kaya, Ma Regalium, Athum, verse 17, Waya, Waya Asap, Athum, All, Mashamar, Shalashath, Yum Yum, verse 18, Waya Amar, Allahum, Yabusap, Bayawam, Hasha, Layashaya, Za'ath, Aishawa, Wachayawa, Ath, Ha'alahayam, Anya. Wait, is it Anya or is it Anaya?
Anya.
Okay.
Who told you a nine?
No, I'm just asking.
Okay.
Yerah, verse 19. Kanaya, Athum, Akiakum, Akkad, Ya Asar, Baba Yath, Mashamarkum, Wa Athum, Lakawa, Habaya Awa, Shabar, Ra'aiba 1, Lathayakum, verse 20, Wa'ath, Akiakum, Hakwatan, Thabaya Awa, Alaya, Waya Amanwa, Dabar Yakum, Wala'a, Thama Wathawa, Waya Aishawa, Khan. I'll keep going.
What are you at 20?
21.
Yeah, we'll start at 22. 22 is gonna be the last one.
Verse 21. Waya Amarwa, Ayash, All, Akiwa, Abal, Ashamayim, Anak, wait, Anakanwa, right?
21. Yeah, with us.
Concert.
Uh, uh, yeah, no, I love you, Noah. I love you now. I love you now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, with us, right?
We are.
Oh, we are. Oh, okay. A knock Noah.
Okay. A Naknua. Isle. Akinawa. Ashar. Ra'a. Yanawa. Tazarath. Napashwa. Baha.
Baha Sak na Baha Sakan Noah.
Bahathakan Noah.
I love you.
Allah Yanawa.
Yeah, my bad. I love you now.
Wala'a. Shemainawa. Shemainawa. Isle. Khan. Ba'a. Allah Yanawa. Hatazara. Haza'ath. Verse 22. Waya'ain. Ra'a. Waban. Atham. La Amar. Halawa'a. Amarath. Allah Yakam. La Amar. All. Sakha. Ta'awa. Balayad. First like it. Bayalad. Wala'a. Shamaitham. Wagum. Gamawa. Wait. Damawa. Hana. Nadarash.
Most High in Christ. Back to English. 42 and 11.
11.
Most High in Christ.
We went a little bit over, but it's cool. It's cool.
Con.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 11 in the English. No, wait. Yeah.
Or did we make it that far? No, we still at 40, 42.
No, it was 11 because I read 11 on accident. Remember?
Okay, con.
Verse,
Go back up to 10 just so we get our mind back right.
verse 10. And they said unto him, Nay, my lord, but to buy food are thy servants come.
So that's what Joseph was like. Y'all spies, man. Y'all spying on us. Y'all ain't no brothers from Canaan. And they don't even know it's Joseph. They like, nah, my lord. They was on their knees. They're like, nah, we just here to get some food. It's a famine. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 11. We are all one man's sons. We are true men. Thy servants are no spies.
Uh-huh. They
Verse,
explain themselves.
verse 12. And he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. Verse 13. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not. And Joseph said unto them, That is it that I spake unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Hereby ye shall be proved by the life of Pharaoh. Ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither. Send one of you, and let him fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh surely ye are spies. And he put them all together into ward 3 days. And Joseph said unto them the third day, This do, and live, for I fear God. If ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry corn for the famine of your houses, but bring your youngest brother unto me, so shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die. And they did so. And they said one to another, We are verily guilty concerning our brother, in that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore is this distress come upon us. And Reuben answered them, saying, Spake I not unto you, saying, Do not sin against the child, and ye would not hear. Therefore, behold, his blood is required. It's like, behold, also his blood is required.
Okay, so pretty much, uh, what's going on right here is he threw him in jail. You know what I'm saying? He said they spies, and he threw him in jail. I believe I remember when I read this not too long ago. I remember that they threw one brother in jail, and the rest of the brothers got to go back home, and then they had to get the other brother to come back and get the brother Simeon. That's what I remembered. But reading it looked different. It's lucky. I remember it that way. But pretty much what Joseph is requiring for them is to go get their other brother. You know what I'm saying the brothers was like no, we came from the land of Canaan. You know what I'm saying? There's 10 of us, but it's really 10 of us. But right now it's only 8. You know what I'm saying? Our little brother back home, and then Joseph he making it look like he giving them a hard time. He's like, nah, y'all spies. You know what? If y'all not spies, then he threw him in jail, and then he let him go. I gotta get a breakdown on this because I remember it being. I'm gonna just spoil it, Salakia. So he's trying. What Joseph is trying to do is get all of the brothers together. He's trying to get all of the brothers to show them that he loves them, but he's giving them a hard time. I can't really understand why. But I remember he threw him in jail, and then one of them was being held in jail. But that's not what it looks like we just read though.
One of them was in jail.
So,
One of them was in jail, and they had to go back,
right.
and the dream was like, what, 3 days?
So that's what you just read?
Well, not just here.
Yeah, what did you just
But
read though? Because I'm not understanding this.
This is when he was like, leave one of y'all behind to go and retrieve the brother.
So he just left one behind with what you
Yeah.
just read. Okay. Let's go up. Let's go up probably back to 13. So verse 13. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not. So the youngest is with the father, and one that's not is Joseph. So they like we not all 12, but we a good 10 right now. And verse 14, and Joseph said unto them, That is it that I spake unto you, saying, Ye are spies. He like, nah, y'all lying. Y'all spies. Verse 15, Hereby ye shall be proved. So I'm gonna make sure that what y'all saying is correct. By the life of Pharaoh, ye shall not go forth hence, except for youngest brother come hither. So y'all not gonna move no further unless y'all youngest brother comes. Verse 16, Send one of you, and let him fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proven, whether ye be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely ye are spies. So we didn't get that. That was the clarification where we stopped. We stopped right before the clarification. So pretty much, he threw them all in jail and let Simeon go get Benjamin. So that's where we leaving off. And Salaki, I had to ruin it. I just got confused. I was like, I remember it being different, but I got a little confused. Salaki is real. I gotta label me as the spoiler. But it gets better. Like Sis was saying, the part where he was eating, and the story just gets great and great, and we really get to learn how much of a stand-up guy Joseph really is, man. More than a stand-up guy, but I can't say real. I can't say that.
Uh, I mean, it's not on the list.
He was a real bro. He was a real brother. Go, you got something?
So, like I said, what I wanted to tie it into earlier when I was talking about the Eden part, and I'll get clarity later, but for him to be up there in Egypt in that royal household, and for him to be getting all like promoted, but it wasn't like the household was cool with him. It was like he only had the approval of the Pharaoh, and that's how. And I think that it was to tie it back to what you were saying. If the Most High is with you, and for you not to have that spirit of fear, because as a man in a land where you was a slave and you came up and you got all these Hamites around you and you the only Israel and you hold into your culture, that's a scary position to be in because people could really come for you. So it's just like to know like he was really fearing the Most High and he had no fear for the other people that was around him.
Heavy. Let's get out of hand. That's a good point because he was by himself, and Pharaoh put him in that position because of his work. So Pharaoh needed that to get done. He looked out for him, gave him the power, but Pharaoh needed the stuff to get done. So he's like, man, you the man that do the job, so you in charge. And everybody was hating him. Pharaoh just gave him the power, but everybody was hating him. Remember when that Hamite lady or that Edomite lady tried to accuse him as rape? What's it called? Abuse, sexual abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to yell sexual abuse and stuff. Yeah, that's a good point, sis. Because sometimes it looks like, you know what I'm saying, the walls are closing in on you, and you all you got. Don't even get scared. Then fear is not our culture, and the Lord is with you. Good stuff, sis. Go ahead.
Also, if I could, it was an abomination for us to eat with them anyway. So,
Damn right.
so we had to. Well, he was forced to eat by himself.
Damn right. We not there yet though. We not there yet. Yeah. We didn't pass that, did we?
That's what.
The part where he was eating by himself.
No,
Okay, yeah.
that's like towards the end, like towards 50.
Right. Come on. But that's another reason why, you know what I'm saying, like he's not being a jerk when he sees his brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because he around Hamites all day, giving Hamites dream interpretations, helping Hamite with this, helping him out with that. It was a breath of fresh air to see his brothers. You know what I'm saying? It was a good thing to see his brother. And then we gonna get to my favorite part of the story when he goes to the bathroom and wipes his tears off. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite part. But you know what I'm saying? He really, even though his brothers put him through that, put him, you know what I'm saying, did him dirty, man. They did him dirty. He's still a real brother, man. He loves his people. He loves his family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead and you already get that. That's crazy. We're gonna end there. We're gonna come back next week. You know what I'm saying, on the water for joining everybody. You know what I'm saying. We got the people in the house. We got people watching at home. It's lucky if I did any disservice by kind of whipping through these precepts. You know what I'm saying. My Adawanian would have had this class last for about 4 hours. You know what I'm saying. I hope I just did justice just by getting the point across, getting the story told, breaking it down. You know what I'm saying. It's lucky if I didn't do it long enough, I'm gonna try to do better. So yeah, we got that. We had Genesis 42 and 23 next week. You know what I'm saying. The water for joining us.
Oh, it's like it.
Go ahead.
For the person in the chat, item one is how you address someone who's like above you. So it means like my lord.
Oh, we got questions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, kind. So yeah, somebody asked what Adawan means. Adawan means Lord in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? But not Lord as in the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Lord as in, you know, superior. Lord as in my superior. You know what I'm saying? We speak in Hebrew when we say things like Khan Adawan Khan. Khan Adawan Khan means yes, Lord, yes. And Khan means yes. Adawan means It's almost like sir, yes sir, for correlation with today's military and what happened. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh, it's like a good eye, good eye for real. So with that, we're gonna close out, man. We're gonna get in. We're gonna salute the Torah, then get into these prayers. So I Imadium, men of Israel, I Imadium, Salakia. Sisters, you remain seated.
Last shot, I almost forgot.
Layasha Allah. Yeah, you gotta post it up first. All right, we're gonna salute the Torah. It's just the men on the podium today. Yah Bashim Yahshua Barakia.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Barakiyah.
All right. So now I'm gonna say Ahmadium to everybody. We're gonna face east and get the Lord's Prayer. We say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and in English. So star, which means turn. Turn to face east. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa,
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash,
Kodash.
Hayah,
Hayah.
Shemka,
Shemka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Malak Watka,
Malakaka.
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka,
Zayaka.
Hayah,
Hayah.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Ba'arataza,
Ba'arataza.
Kawa,
Hawa.
Hayah,
Hayah.
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim.
Nathan Lanawa,
Sananawa.
Lakam,
Lakam.
Call,
Call.
Yawam,
Yawan.
Wasalak Nawa,
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawath Nawa,
Kawasnawa.
Kasalak Nawa,
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawathi Nawa,
Kawasnawa.
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah.
Taba'aya Nawa,
Ta'ayanawa.
Banasayawan,
Banasayawan.
Abal,
Abal.
Hawashaya Nawa,
Shayanawa.
Mayan,
Mayan.
Rai,
Rai.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Laka,
Laka.
Hamalakwath,
Malakwa.
Wahala,
Wa'ala.
Wahata Parath,
Wasa Para.
La'awalamnam,
La'awalumna.
Aman.
Aman.
In the English, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
who art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done,
in earth as it is in heaven.
in earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread,
Give us this day our daily bread,
and forgive us our
and
debts,
forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Sar, turn and face front. Let's scroll down. Okay, you got it. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. All right. We're going to close out with a courtesy salute to the brothers, then to the women. Men of Israel, Ahmadim Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Barakatah, Yadi Matah, stars from the face sisters, men of Israel, Ahmadim Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'ashem Yahshua, Yadi Matah, dismiss.